Tomatoes are the primary dietary source of lycopene, that powerful antioxidant linked to prostate health and cardiovascular benefits. They're rich in vitamins C and K, potassium, and folate. Fresh tomatoes, cooked tomatoes, tomato sauce, tomato paste, they all provide real nutritional value. But tomato cultivation depends heavily on fungicides and insecticides. Late blight destroyed Irish potato crops in the 1840s and still threatens tomatoes today. Early blight, septoria leaf spot, various insects, tomatoes face constant pathogen and pest pressure. This means intensive and repeated fungicide and insecticide applications throughout the growing season. Commercial tomato farming applies chemicals preventatively and in response to outbreaks. The thin skin of tomatoes allows pesticide penetration. The acidic nature of tomatoes may interact with certain pesticide compounds in ways we don't fully understand. Cherry tomatoes versus large slicing tomatoes have different surface-to-volume ratios, potentially affecting pesticide absorption and concentration. Processing tomatoes into sauce, paste, or canned products concentrates both nutrients and pesticides. When you reduce tomatoes down to make sauce, water evaporates, but pesticides and lycopene remain, now in higher concentration. A jar of conventional tomato sauce might contain more concentrated pesticide residues than fresh conventional tomatoes, even though it also contains more concentrated lycopene. Greenhouse hydroponic tomatoes offer year-round availability, with potentially different pesticide profiles than field-grown. Controlled environments might reduce certain pest pressures, though disease management in humid greenhouses still requires fungicides. Hydroponic systems eliminate soil-based contaminants, but may use other chemical inputs. Here's where tomato consumption gets complicated. Cooking tomatoes actually increases lycopene bioavailability. Heat breaks down cell walls, making lycopene easier for your body to absorb. So cooked tomatoes are nutritionally superior to raw in some ways. But if cooking also concentrates pesticide residues, you're getting both more nutrition and more contamination. Peeling cooked tomatoes reduces some pesticide residue while maintaining cooked lycopene benefits. The skin slips off easily after blanching. This removes surface residue and some absorbed chemicals, though systemics inside the flesh remain. It's a partial mitigation strategy. Canned tomatoes versus fresh present different considerations. Commercial canning involves washing and heat processing that may reduce some residues. But canned tomatoes often come from conventional farming with high pesticide use. Organic canned tomatoes are widely available and sometimes comparably priced to conventional, making them a practical choice. Tomato paste and sauce from organic sources make sense from a contamination standpoint because of the concentration effect. If you're going to consume a condensed tomato product regularly, the concentrated pesticide load in conventional versions argues for organic. The price difference narrows when you consider you're using smaller amounts of concentrated products. Sun-dried tomatoes present extreme concentration. All the water removed, everything else concentrated. If those tomatoes started with pesticide residues, the dried version contains concentrated residues. Organic sun-dried tomatoes avoid this issue. Seasonal and sourcing strategies help. Local, seasonal tomatoes from farmers who use integrated pest management or organic methods provide the best risk profile. Summer's abundant tomato harvest is when you want to buy or grow organic, then preserve them through canning or freezing for year-round use. The lycopene in tomatoes offers genuine health benefits, particularly for men's prostate health. But fungicide dependence in commercial cultivation means conventional tomatoes carry substantial chemical residues. Strategic organic purchasing, particularly for processed tomato products, helps balance nutrition with contamination risk.